Hey, it's Buddy Lee. Welcome to my channel. I recently got my 5-star Red Guardian to SIG 200, and I wanted to take another look at him to see how he performs at max SIG. His big issue is trying to maintain high damage with the trauma debuffs. The trauma debuff you get from throwing your SP2 lasts 6 seconds and can be refreshed by landing a heavy attack. It can be pretty difficult to reapply before the timer runs out. At SIG 200 you get an extra 2 seconds or so to land your heavy, bringing the trauma debuff time to 8 seconds. I'm gonna test a couple Realm of Legends fights and then fight 6.2.5 MORDO, where his abilities really shine. While Red Guardian has his shield active, he gets extended stuns on parries from the perfect block, so you can get 7-hit combos in. Since Winter Soldier has long special animations, I'm going to go for Special 3 first to increase his damage in case I lose my trauma at some point. Now I'll look for opportunities to land heavies to keep the trauma debuff active. There I utilize the synergy with Black Widow Deadly Origins to go unstoppable during the heavy attack to keep my trauma debuff. I managed to get through the fight without dropping trauma, though it would have been close if not for the synergy with Black Widow. This next fight with Captain Marvel is a lot less stressful since her special attacks are much quicker. This time I'll just be going straight to Special 2. You can see when his Special 2 crits, it does a lot of damage. Critting with 2 trauma debuffs active did a little over 100k on that Special 2. A good matchup like this and getting lucky with crit RNG got this Captain Marvel down in 68 hits. Now we can test his slow mechanic against Juggernaut. It's one of the strongest in the game in terms of ease of keeping active. Red Guardian's SP1 activates the slow debuff, and it's refreshed in the same way by landing heavies. I meant to go for another SP2 here, but I forgot that the slow debuff also increases Red Guardian's power gain rate. I was able to get through these fights without dropping any debuffs, but you do have to be thoughtful on what combos you throw and where the defender's power bar is, so you leave yourself openings to land the heavy. Now let's check out Red Guardian vs 6.2.5 MORDO. Red Guardian is one of the better options for this fight, and he removes some of the most difficult aspects with his abilities. First, you'll want to apply the slow debuff to cancel out Mordo's Astral Evade. Also, Red Guardian cannot gain buffs, so you won't have to worry about the Spite node at all. And lastly, you'll be able to land heavies freely, and since it's a one-hit heavy, he'll deal very well with the Do Not Go Gentle global node. You can see I'm dexing his hits, and it doesn't trigger Spite since I don't get the precision buff. He decides not to keep backing up and surprises me with the combo, so I pause for a second to recoup. Now I'm free to parry heavy as long as I keep the slow debuff up. This special 3 should have stunned him. I'm really not sure why it didn't. The second part of the SP2 had a really nice crit for 60k and 40k direct damage. Besides Mordo being tricky at the beginning of the fight, Red Guardian makes 6.2.5 Mordo pretty simple to go up against. Overall, I think Red Guardian is a very solid champion. He can be stressful to play, but testing him out with SIG 200 made it quite a bit easier to maintain his damage. He doesn't play very well with Double Edge and Liquid Courage, so for me, I would only use him in targeted matchups and not really as a lane clearer. But that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.